Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today, when I was watching, I have to look at her title of her name. It's Lori, I was watching. But her channel name is Lori FNM Lifestyle. And she used to be called Lori flufyNoMo, but she changed her channel name. Anyway, she was talking about the smash cake of her little grandchild. She had made, I guess, a smash cake for him. And I was thinking about the smash cake, because we didn't let our kids smash a cake, but I wondered, when did this smash cake thing become a hot item, where babies, when they hit their first birthday, they have to smash a cake and get all dirty, and which I didn't like my kids getting dirty at all.
No.
I know it. And it was about 10 years ago that it actually was a big thing, so my kids were born way before that smash cake business came. My one grandchild, I remember one of Laura's, I think it was Caitlin, she had do a smash.
So, Caitlin, yeah.
And so she's the only one that I remember doing that. I don't remember any of Jessica's kids doing them. But it was, well, they would be older because it was before the smash cakes.
Yeah.
Even her youngest is older than 10 years. And I was also thinking about wedding cakes along with the smash cakes. And you know how when you go to a wedding, sometimes the guy smashes the cake in the wife's face.
Or she
smashes it into his. Well, there's weddings that they don't do this. And I was doing a little bit of investigating about that. That started years and years and years ago in the, I don't know what century it was but the cakes were not cakes, they were actually breadcrumbs. And they used to sprinkle them over top of the lady's head to make sure she was fertile, is what the reason was. And I also found out too that did you smash the cake in my face?
No.
Did I smash it in yours? No.
No.
And you want to know something? For those that didn't smash the cake in the face, their marriages are lasting a lot longer because they showed respect. They say that it's great for photo ops if they smash the cake and everybody will laugh, but it's not. It shows a lot of disrespect, and a lot of times those that smash the cake in the face, now there's probably some of you out there will disagree with this, but their marriages don't last as long, and they actually argue a lot more than the ones I know, than the ones that don't. I was also asked a question, what do we do when we argue? Do we argue?
That very, very, very seldom if we do.
Who gets mad?
You do.
And who gives up?
I do.
Oh, no, you don't.
Well.
You don't. You stay quiet.
I just stay quiet.
You stay totally quiet. He gives me the silent treatment. And I'm the one that usually breaks the ice with the chatter because I can't stay quiet for very long. Maybe 2 days if I'm lucky. 3 if I'm real lucky, but usually not. And I also was wondering, who invented the cakes? Well, the cakes, actually, they're confused as to who really invented them, but they think it was in the Egyptian time when the cakes were actually considered a cake. Let me just read what I have there about it. It was, however, the ancient Egyptians are thought to have created the first cake. Egyptians often made honey, sweetness, desserts, and bread, which were likely the earliest version of cakes. So cakes actually were never a thing. That's probably just the rich people had sugars. Mm-hmm. I don't think the poor people had the sugar.
No, I doubt it.
Even when they were rationing sugar, sugar was a thing that they'd ration when it was Depression time even.
Mm-hmm. In war times.
War times, yeah. They would ration the sugar. In fact, people were a lot thinner, even though when I was in school, there was one girl, she would not be considered fat today, but in the days of my school days, she was considered a fat girl, and she probably was maybe 120 pounds. And she would have been considered fat. I'd be considered fat now because I'm 120, 22 pounds. I'm pretty fat for me.
You're not.
Well,
for you maybe, but you're
because
not.
Normally my weight would be like 98 to 100, and only during Thanksgiving to Christmas, yeah, or New Year's actually, I would gain to 105. But all I had to do was miss a meal and I'd be back down in 98. Now I can miss a meal and stay at 122 pounds. It takes me a lot to lose. And it's all this darn old lack of hormones that does it. And even if you're on the hormone replacement therapies, they say that doesn't help you lose weight either. So we're just kind of stuck with it. And it goes in areas that you never had weight before. Let's see. Is there anything else I was going to ask you? Jim had to. I showed you. Well, I have a little video. You haven't seen it yet. Let's just put that video in. This is the trailer that's sold. It's sold already. Yay! It only was out there a day, and yesterday he put it out in the evening, and it's sold today. Now he's getting ready to put dirt again on his trailer so he can bring it to Emily. He's got to do some work on her garden area. She bought some roses. I'll get a little closer, but it's noisy over here. It's really noisy over here. I said it's really noisy over here.
Yeah, I gotta get my other tarp.
Okay. He's gonna put the tarp there so that when the dirt gets dumped on it, it doesn't get all over his trailer. And that'll go to Emily's house so that she can plant her roses that she's been worried about. This is the back of the trailer. Right now he's straightening out, in case you're in your car, right now he's straightening out got some pretty big wheels on it. The wheels are good. Got thick framing. Floor is bolted down. We're staying away a little bit because it's so noisy over there by the tractor. He's gonna lift it and dump it in. I hope that noise doesn't bother real bad. I know people sometimes use their earbud to watch the videos, tarp, so that when he dumps the dirt on it doesn't go onto the trailer. It looks much better. It's better this time because the wind is not blowing like it was the other day. The other day I helped hold the tarp because the wind was just blowing it. Now he's climbing up into the trailer. This is for those that are just listening. This way you don't have to really see what's going on. You can know what's going on without even looking. I do that a lot when I'm crocheting. Climbing off the or the trailer. Now he's going to climb up onto the tractor, and the motor's going to rev because he's going to be lifting his bucket. Bucket's lifting. Dirt is going to be dumping. And the dirt's being dumped. He put a floor in it. We'll open it up. He put a floor in the bottom. Move out my shadow. I don't want you to see my shadow. I have a little shadow because I'm facing this and the sun is setting behind me. We put the garden in early. This is peppers. They didn't have eggplant at the time, so we just planted the peppers, and I put some seed. I'm pretty sure I don't even know what I planted. I think there's Swiss chard, and I don't know what else. I won't know until, and I think there's beets. But I'll know more when it gets bigger, because you can tell what a plant is once it gets large. My Mother's Day flowers are still doing good. They're looking pretty. We'll check if there's any more eggs. I already took 8 eggs out of here earlier. Oh, there's another egg. Guess we'll take that out. Bring that in the house too. Makes 11 eggs for today so far. You saw that he was filling the trailer with dirt, and I was talking. Well, I hope that motor doesn't bother you, because there's no way of avoiding it. It was running, and I cut out as much of it as I could to help alleviate the noise, and I talked right into the microphone so that you could hear me well. But he went to Emily's house and planted her plants. What did she have that she wanted planted?
She had 2 different rose bushes, bare root rose bushes, and she had 4 or 5 pots of hostas with like 2 to 3 plants per pot.
That she wanted planted, and she was calling us every single day, and it's been raining and it's been mushy, muddy over there. So he brought a load of dirt to help. He probably needs to put some gutters on her porch.
Yeah.
He was saying. Did you measure it?
I measured it up.
Oh, good.
I've got to get the gutter and downspouts.
So she'll be getting gutters. And what else did she want you to do while you were there?
She wanted to know how to edit a file for her work for tracking their trainings.
Hours. Yeah.
And it was originally done in Microsoft Word, but we don't subscribe to the high cost of Microsoft. We go with the more open-based programs, and through LibreOffice I showed her how she could get in and open that file up, and she could make all of her edits and then resave it, so she can now complete her work.
Yeah, because she wanted to put in the hours and it wasn't letting her put the hours. She was thinking maybe she'd have to print it out and just write the hours in, because you have to have, I think it's 30 hours every 2 years of training when working at the school that I worked at, that she works at too. Did you want to get in front of the camera?
I don't care to.
No.
I will if I have to, but
only when I have the camera in your face and you have to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the one that I like to see in the limelight. I'm just the background guy.
You're the background. You're my cameraman. You adjust it just so and set it up, and you bring joy to my heart. And my red light is flashing, so I hope you enjoyed this about cakes. My title will probably be Things You May Not Know About Cakes. And we talked about the smash cake and the wedding cake, and the 2 cakes that we covered, and where cake came from. Well, I hope you all have a great night. And the trailer was sold, believe it or not. We sold it. Our gym sold it, actually. I had a guy stop earlier today, but this was a whole different guy that bought the trailer. Two people stopped to look at it that I know of, and one of them came and got it. A different one, totally.
Actually, three different
people called. And so it's gone. Yay. We don't have to worry about that. Now the next thing is to empty my house out. I'd really like to do that, but I need some young people to help carry stuff, because I don't have the energy that I should have. And once I get it and it's going to take a lot, because they've got to go up and down the stairs. And when we did the books, it was over 90 steps to go up and down the stairs, up and down, up and down, up and down. It was a lot of work, and my knee can't take that. But I can tell them what they need to carry down and bring out. Well, that's it. My battery before it dies. So I'll talk to you all again tomorrow. Have a great night, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.